Good.
Okay, you guys. So I honestly think that the best calls for me is when I can just hop on with some of the leaders and ask a bunch of questions. So that's kind of what we wanted to do. Anything that you guys are maybe struggling with or you need advice on, it's always good to hear from different people. So if you guys even have some advice for somebody, like, speak up. It's not just me and Patty that are going to answer. So if you guys honestly have any ideas, speak up, or you can write in the chat or anything. So does anybody have any questions about anything? How are you guys liking the training? Are the videos good? Hey, Abby.
Yeah.
You guys. Patty, you got anything?
Anything to add?
Yeah, like anything to specifically talk about?
No, not really. Not anything on the training. I just wanted to make sure we can answer questions and give support. I mean, is there anything that you guys have questions on at all with any of the videos or where you're at?
Yeah, do you guys have any questions about any like placement or I mean, placement sometimes can be tricky, I think it's trickier after you hit diamond, because then after you hit diamond, then you're going to be building different legs differently. But even diamond, like where, like everybody understands weak leg, strong leg, all that jazz. Everybody gets that? Okay. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. And people, obviously you have to have 4 on each side, but people that you think are going to maybe build a little bit more, you still have to have builders on both sides, but people that you think might take off more, obviously put them on your weak side so they can help balance out those legs. Your strong side is going to get help from your upline, whoever's above you. So that's good. But how are you guys with Success Club this month?
Good.
Good? Everybody's hit Success Club? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't, you still have 6 days. So if you haven't, there's no excuse not to hit it, okay? I'm still working on it with mine and my mom's business. So I don't have any excuses either. So
I have a question about that, actually.
Yeah.
How do you, so like one of my goals was to get my husband to Emerald because he's on my weak side. So my question is, how do you balance, but I'm also trying to get Success Club for myself, but like I'm putting coaches that I'm recruiting under him, obviously. So like what is more important? Like what order should you do that in? Like there's just so many things to keep on top of, like what is the order of like how you should go about things?
Yeah. For me, because I'm trying to get my mom to diamond and then still obviously hit goals in my business center. So I'm trying, me personally, if you need your husband to be Emerald, obviously give him coaches. But if anybody's just ordering a challenge pack, I always put them through my account so I can get the Success Club points, unless I think that they're going to be, it's so hard to know because sometimes you don't know when people are going to like take off and do awesome. But if I think they're going to be awesome, I mean, I shouldn't say that because everybody's awesome. But if I think they're going to be a builder, then I'll put them under me. But I always will put just like challenge pack orders, customer orders through me for a Success Club. And then when I'm trying to build other business centers, that's who I put more coaches under. That's just me personally. What do you think, Patty?
Yeah, I do the same thing. I'm building my mom to diamond too. And so right now I'm only at Success Club 6 or 8. It just depends if someone put their order in tonight. And my mom's at 4 or 6. So I could have like Success Club 10 right now, but because I'm putting coaches under her, and I'm building her business, so that helps. But for me, no matter what, Success Club's priority, no matter what. So if it comes down to it and I need to choose between putting coaches under her, and it's like the last few days in the month or whatever, I always hit my Success Club.
Yeah, that's what I was told, and that's what I do, is always make at least ST5 a non-negotiable, and then I work on my husband's business. So you always, for your business, always want to hit Success Club, if that answers your question.
Yeah. So always at least 5, depending on what your goals are. 5. Because for me, I try to get 10 every month, but because I'm also working on my mom's, it doesn't always happen to where I'm getting her to 5 and I'm getting me to 10. That doesn't always happen. So I always get myself to 5 first, and then I'll get her to 5, and then I'll work on myself to 10. But that's just what my goals are. So if your goals are to hit Success Club 10 every month, then like switch it up. So some people want to be like Success Club 10 All-Stars, where you are 12 consecutive months, where I'm not necessarily, that's not necessarily one of my goals right now. So just depends on what your goals are.
Yeah. For me, because I've hit it I've been in the business for 24 months now, so I've hit it for that every single month. And it's like, I can't right now. It's like,
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's different, but I always, yeah.
So for you don't want to miss out on it because you've already done it for so long. So totally depends on your guys' goals. But any other questions, guys? Or like how are you guys doing with the health bet? Are you utilizing it? Because even if you don't get brand new challenge pack people, I'm messaging all my customers, all my even discount coaches to get them wanting to even participate in it. And people like use this with your Instagram a ton, because a lot of Instagram people don't want to do a lot on Facebook. So it's an app, so they don't have to go to Facebook to do it. So seriously, it's kind of I don't know. I think it'll be awesome. And with the app, I don't know who's all set it up. You guys can set timers at like 8 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock, so that in case you forgot to post or do your workout, you can do it. So you're not going to miss out because you forgot to post one day. So I don't know. I just think it'll be different and fun. And who knows how many people like will actually go through the whole thing. Like, it seems like a lot of money, but then you think of how many coaches are adding a bunch of people. So part of me, I'm like, dang, if everybody does it, we're gonna get like $5. But honestly, like, sadly enough, not everybody's gonna finish it. So keep that in mind and talk to like your customers and challengers about it. And I personally, I don't know what Patty, Erin, I don't know what you guys always say. I always, no matter what, tell people about the money back guarantee. Just in case they, for some reason, if they're kind of iffy about it, I always tell them, because 9 times out of 10, they'll never ever send it back. And I don't, even if they do send it back, if it wasn't for them, then that's totally fine. At least they know that you're like honest and you're not going to like try to you're not taking their money, you know? So yeah, I always mention it. I always mention it for coaches. I always mention it for everybody. So, but
I've had a lot of people interested in the health bet, but I've had like 6 people that are like, I really want to do it, but they are like, I just don't have the money right now. I just can't put that money into it. And I'm like drowning in ideas, or trying to find ideas to help them see the benefit for themselves. So that's what I'm struggling with right now. Because I mean, I have 6 people that have said, yes, I want to do it, but no, I don't have the money. And that is killing me.
With people,
go ahead, Erin. No, go.
I get a lot of that too. I think that's just in general. You know, I mean, you guys, I've only been doing this 5.5 months, just so you know, and I just hit Diamond this month. So I'm pretty new myself. But my experience is I get a lot of that with people. And so listening to Carl and what he said is our main goal is to help people. So what I've kind of changed my thinking, and if I offer them, okay, you can't, I know it doesn't apply to the health bet, but I offer them, you know, just the 21-day fix or something. And then if not, I'll offer them the on demand, for 30 days, because most of the time, and I'll put them in my challenge group so they get a taste of it. And then those people, they're going to have some results, and then bam, they're going to sign up with you. So I don't know. It doesn't help for right now, but that's kind of what I do.
Okay. Yeah. I've only been doing this for a month and a half. So I'm brand new baby coach. So
No, that's awesome. And I think, I don't know, I guess the more I've done it, the more, and obviously it depends who you're talking to, how well you know them and kind of their personality.
yeah.
I kind of will give them some tough love, because how many times are we so quick to go and buy a new outfit for $100 that literally you might put it on for a day and you still feel like crap in it. And you know what I mean? Like, so people are so quick to spend money on stuff like that, where then they think that they're buying this thing that's just a workout or another fad. They're thinking that they're wasting their money. And that's when I always tell them the money back guarantee, and just say, hey, if for some reason you don't like it, send it back. Just say, it doesn't matter to me. Like, give it a try. Like, you owe it to yourself to try. And I'll even ask them, like, how many times a week do you eat out?
Right.
Because nowadays you can't go and eat out for less than like $10. So if you do that a couple times a month, that's half of, you know what I mean? Like, obviously depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah. And they're all I started out with under 200 friends when I signed up
they're
as
your
a coach.
friends.
So they're not, I've added people. Like, I'm up to
Okay.
over 400 now, but these are people that I haven't talked to in a long time, like years. And so I feel bad saying, hey, how you doing? Buy a challenge pack.
Yeah,
Like,
for
so
sure.
I'm trying to ease my way in there, because I don't want to come off salesy and like, oh, you just friended me or just started talking to me so you could sell something to me.
No,
So I don't
those-
want to come across like that, because if they're interested, maybe they'll be interested in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. So
and chances are they will. It's just when. And so
Yeah. They'll start following you and seeing your posts and stuff, and they will, like they'll go for no type thing. So if you just keep asking and just keep following up, I feel the same way too. It's harder with friends. It's easier for me with people that I've never met before than it is with friends and family. And
yes,
I don't know, but just keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing the right stuff. So
yeah. No, and like Erin said, help them with something. If you can get them into a free group, anything to help them, then they're going to know that you're like, actually do want to help them, and just keep being their friend regardless. So
one question, sorry.
No, go.
I was reading the rules, the health bet rules, and I came across something that said, if you're in Colorado, Arizona, Maryland, or Canada, you get the 7-day sampler packs, one for each week, for free. And
I haven't read that.
I was reading down in it, and I was like, is this for real? So like, I'm curious, because my aunt, the one that really wants to do it, she lives in Colorado, and she said she just can't afford it because she's going to nursing school. But if that's true and she can do that, like, I want to get her into it and get her going on it if she can do that. So I don't know, I need to look more into it. I just wondered if anyone else had read that. I guess I read the rules too much.
I haven't read, honestly, like, I mean, I've read, like, I know the rules of it, but I haven't read super, super detailed, honestly.
Okay.
But I don't know why it would only be those, like, that doesn't really seem like it would be fair.
That's what I was wondering too. Like, maybe because it's a lottery kind of bet thing, maybe there's rules in those states that, I don't know. I'm not sure how it works or why, but I was just like, it said for residents of Arizona, Colorado, and Maryland and Canada, this is how it is. So I don't know.
And that's the case. We all need to hashtag Colorado and Arizona.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I can get her trying Shakeology and liking it, dang, maybe she'll find the benefit of it and keep buying it after this. So
Exactly.
I did that with my aunt. I actually sent her some packets out of my own pocket, because I knew if she tried it, she'd like it. And now she's been a discount coach for 3 months now. So there's that option too.
Okay.
I've done the same, and that's worked out pretty good.
Okay. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, I'm half eating. So Like I will, if I have to like, if I have plenty of like Shakeology on hand, I always get the packets. Like the next month I'll get like the packets, and I'll do I'll mail you like one packet. I'll do the free things or any type of giveaway. And if you go on Amazon, they're called, oh my gosh, what are they called? They're like a 5x7 little package of, what is it called? I don't even know what they're called. Now my story's pointless.
Envelopes?
Yeah, they're envelopes, but they're ones that won't tear and they're super thin. So they're like super cheap to mail. What are they called? I can't remember. I'll read it when I figure it out. Yeah, they really are. And so I will make sure that they add me as their free coach, and then I'll mail them the package. But I won't do it if they are already with a coach, or if once I see it in my back office that you made me your free coach, then I'll mail them the packet and just follow up with them and send them a little thing with like different ways to make it. Make sure you always tell them how to make it.
Yeah, I've sent out 2, and I didn't have them make me their coach. So how do I do that? Do I give them my website? Do I just tell them to go to Team Beachbody? How do I?
That's how I do. I'd always give them my website, so the beachbodycoach.com/cozyfolsom, and then there's the join, coach, and shop. Have them click join, and then they can just make you their free coach, and then it'll show up on either your new customers, or it'll show up under your orders. It'll just say like $0 amount of dollars that they're just linked to you, so that if they do decide to get it, it's not like your sample went to waste.
Sweet. Okay.
But I mean, sometimes people, when you sometimes think about it, if you've never even tried it, even though so many people like it, if you've never even tried it, it's hard sometimes to just bite the bullet and try it. So even that one packet, and I know some people will have people pay them, but if I have extras on hand, I mean, it expires. So I don't drink it sometimes fast enough. So then I don't really want all of this to expire. I mean, it expires in a year, so it'd be a long time. But people I have already talked to, I'll just mail them one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never done that. I usually just, because I go through it
fast.
I go through all my stuff. But if they want, I just have them get the sample packets because it's so much easier. And I am like slacker when it comes to getting to the post office. So if I tell them I'm going to mail, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. I do it where I'm like,
I need to be real.
I'm going to the post office, so you have to do all this by tomorrow or else you're out of luck. So I like.
Yeah, that's smart if you actually go. But
I know. Actually, there's one like close to my house that's never busy, so I'm like, it's fine. But if it's busy, it's like the worst thing ever. So. Yeah.
But, in one of the videos, somebody had mentioned like if you have people who have monetary objections, to ask them like if they have a couple friends, like your challenge pack could be paid for if you got 3 people to join you. Yeah. Has anybody ever been successful with that? Like that's a great idea, but I don't know.
What I was wondering, because I've asked all these people that like, hey, like one of them I was like, hey, do you have a couple friends? Because she's a nurse, and I was like, hey, do you have a couple friends that want to do this? And she was like, I'll ask. So she got back to me last night or this morning, and she was like, I asked, and they're all on other diets, and they're just really not interested. And so I was like, hey, she tried, at least she tried. So
yeah. I'll have whenever I've said that to somebody, usually they'll find 1 or 2 people so that it'll at least help with the cost of it, even if they don't get 3 people. I've
never really said do you have a couple people, then you can get yours for free.
No.
Then you have.
I use it a lot. I say refer 3, get it for free.
You had them sign up to coach, and then their commissions pay for.
Yeah. And I'm like, all you have to do is refer 3 a month, and you get it for free. And they're like, oh,
that seems doable.
Yeah.
When you put it that way, that's what we all have to do every single month.
Yeah. No, that's smart.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll ask for referrals oh, would you know of anybody that maybe would be interested? Yeah. Or if you do, send them my way. But I guess that's probably not the smartest way to do it. I should have them sign up and get it under them.
Well, one of the ladies that is interested, she's sorry, my baby's crying. Send in the husband. Okay. She's interested, but she's worried about money. But then she's like, but I really want my husband to do it too, because we really want to get in shape. And so she's like, so how do I do this? It's like, we have to buy 2 Shakeologies, because you're going to have to drink it so many times a month or so many times a week. And so I told her that she could sign up as a coach, and then she could have her husband sign up under her, and she could get the $40 back. And she was like, oh, okay. Let me talk to my husband. That sounds like a really good idea. So she's supposed to get back to me tomorrow. So we'll see.
So you're going to have her sign up, just pay the $39 fee, and then
no, she's going to sign up with a challenge pack under me as a coach. And then she's going to sign her husband up as a customer with her so that she can get the commission to help offset the cost.
Yeah, that works.
So
she could, that works. She could
I
even
don't know.
sign him. I don't know. I guess it wouldn't matter.
I would sign him up as a coach.
Mm-hmm. So that
sign both up as a coach?
Yeah, so if he wants a second bag of Shakeology for the next month, then he gets a discount on it, and she also benefited from it. Do you know what I mean? Because she's
It's a bonus.
Okay.
And she's halfway to Emerald. That's the thing that I have trouble with. Like,
Yeah.
I have all these people who have signed up as discount coaches, but like they don't have any coaches under them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For your Emeralds.
Yeah, like
Seriously,
to get
the
Emeralds.
hardest part, you guys, is getting, motivating your team to want to see the big picture and want to work the business. Because for us, obviously, we wouldn't be here if we didn't do business. And all you can do is just lead by example. That's all you can do. You can't ever force somebody to want to do it, or that's all you can do is support them and try to be the best leader you can be. Help them to realize how, I have this gnat or something in here, but just realize how beneficial it is to not just be necessarily a discount coach, but how you're going to stick to your journey way more if you talk about it. And
Yeah, that would be my biggest thing that I've learned is always focus on your journey and your business. And yeah, you want to pour into your team, but as you're growing, you have to keep on focusing on your business, because I got stalled. I got stalled for a while, even now, like as a 1-star, because I was pouring so much into my team and not into people that wanted it. It was just people that I wanted it for them, which I know we've, the videos have gone over this. You got to just keep recruiting and finding those builders and the people that want it. You can't drag people along,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what I took from today's video a lot, was she kept saying over and over again, if they don't want it, you can't make them want it.
Yeah, you can't handhold them.
Yeah.
What do you do for introducing it to them? Do you always do things one-on-one? Do you put them in a sneak peek group even though they're already a discount coach?
Do you want, I guess I'll answer this then, Cozy, you can answer it. As far as introducing the coaching opportunity?
Well, they're already coaches, but to get them to see if to get them interested in potentially being a builder and that sort of stuff. I mean, how do you
If they're a
introduce
discount
that
coach,
bigger aspect?
if they're a discount coach
yeah.
Yes.
already, is that what you're saying? Okay. Personally, if I have someone that I will use that, hey, I will use the refer 3, get it for free. If they're a discount coach, I'm you could be getting this for free if you refer people through your site that you already have. I'll use that I'll talk about it in challenge groups. As far as that goes, I know that one of my coaches, Shay, she'll put discount coaches in the sneak peek groups to learn more about the business if they're starting to get a little bit interested. So I usually honestly, the biggest thing that for me has been telling them they can get it paid for, repeatedly, and in challenge groups, encouraging them and telling them that, man, they're just rocking it as a challenger, and that they're just, they would be an awesome coach even more by working in the business.
Yes. I mean, I would just say the same thing. tell them like they can get things for free and earn the stuff that they're paying for, but also just like show them so much love on all their posts. Like just show that you actually do care about them, because I think that if you're not necessarily working the business, you're going to eventually like stop your journey. Chances are you're going to have some big ups and downs, which as coaches we do too, but it's even going to be, if they're not active in challenge groups and stuff, it's going to happen more. Not everybody, 99% of people are not motivated enough to do it on their own. So
Yeah.
I think that just show them love. I check in with even my discount coaches about like once a month, and I'll just message them and just see how they're doing. I don't do it as often as like people that are obviously working the business, because you're talking to them more often about different things, but I still check in with them pretty regularly. Once a month doesn't seem like a lot, but we all know that August is almost over, so it goes by fast.
Yeah, it does.
And just like see what they're up to. You don't even have to like check in on necessarily their journey. Just see what they're up to in life. Be their friend.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You guys, this is kind of off subject, but if you guys know who Christina Delgado is, she's like one of the elite coaches. So she did this post the other day that I like loved. I don't know. It was so good. And she like did like transformation picture. So her little quote says, "Before you judge me, know my story." And then it's kind of long. So she wrote, "Someone told me recently that moms that work real jobs have priorities that are far more important than working out, drinking a shake, and posting about it on Facebook." And she's pretty honest, so she like cusses all the time. She says, "Let me be 100% honest. If it wasn't for me working okay, and you guys, she used to be like an attorney, so like she obviously had a real job. So let me be 100% honest. If it wasn't for me working out, drinking a shake, and posting about it on Facebook, I would still look as miserable as I did in that tankini. My marriage probably would have ended. My kids would not have the mom they deserve. I would still be smoking cigarettes. I would still be drinking coffee to kill hunger. I would still binge eat. I would still turn to alcohol when stressed. I would still drink 3 Red Bulls a day. I would still be on the path of heart disease and my obesity that my entire family suffers from. I know I'm not perfect, nor do I claim to be, but sweetie, my priorities are where they should be, on me. Without me and my health, there is nothing. The last 5 years of my life have been a journey of self-discovery that have caused huge positive momentum in every aspect of my being. And yes, it is all because I work out, I drink a shake, and I read a book. Literally, that is what I have done to gain my health back, to lose weight, and to be an active, healthy mom, to have a freaking sexy as hell marriage, to grow out confidence so much that I will share it to inspire other moms who aren't afraid to do something that might look selfish to the naive and petty. It is by far the least selfish thing you can do is to save you. Your kids, marriages, and everyone around you deserve you at your best, not your worst. It is not okay to downgrade the lives of those around you because of the bullshit story you tell yourself as to why you can't do better. Guess you can. If I did it, then you can too. So I just like that, because it really just shows that people will judge you, everything you do, like all the time. And I always like think to myself that people are going to judge me whether I'm doing something that makes me happy or whether I'm doing something that makes me miserable. They're going to judge you. And those people, those types of people are going to judge you either way. So I just love that she her post, if you don't follow her, you should, because her posts are super blunt. And obviously, like, people from the outside see her as something totally different than how much she has changed. And yes, posting a selfie, posting your shake, or posting what you're doing does actually help people change their life. And I just think encourage you guys to focus on yourself. I know that this training is so much about becoming diamond and doing all these things to become diamond. But at the end of the day, focus on your journey and share it. And then that helps, that will inspire other people at the end of the day. People will be inspired by it, regardless if you think you might post many selfies or not. Because sometimes I'm geez, I wish I had a dog or some kids I can post about, not just me. Because I feel it's only me, and people probably get really sick of seeing it. But I do it I do it to keep myself accountable. So just wanted you guys to remember that. So don't ever feel stupid or feel like you're bugging people, because I don't know. Even if you help one person that day, it's worth it. So totally random, but I was just remembered I saw that a few weeks ago.
I like that.
It's
Yeah.
good stuff. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. Any other questions, you guys?
Does anyone have any other questions?
I have one other question I was just thinking about. I'm probably like 5 months in, and I am having a hard time getting people to post selfies or anything like that in the challenge groups. What have you guys done to help people overcome that fear of posting a sweaty selfie or posting about what they're doing on their journey? Like, they love mine. I see that they see them. They, give me love on them. But it's like, I'll be like, it's Flex Friday. Show me some love, flex your muscles or whatever. And I get nothing. It's like crickets out there. What do you guys do to encourage that? Because it sometimes makes me wonder if I need to go back and work with other coaches when I have a good number of people in my group, but nobody really posts much but me and like one other person.
Okay, so I go through this. I actually just took last week and I reached out to everyone in my challenge group, whether they've been active in there or not. And because the biggest thing is the people who are our challengers, they're number one after ourselves, right? Like, they come before other customers. So I actually got a fire going I reached out to all of them last week, personally messaged them, talked to them, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, I fell off, yada, yada, yada. So those who had on demand, I was like, let's pick a new program. Are you bored? This, that. So I'm telling you, my group it's crazy. Everyone's posting again. That's one thing I did. I've also done like little mini challenges in there. Like, everybody who posts every day, you do a raffle at the end of the week type thing. I've done that, when it's like crickets and dead in there, and that's helped. So.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you give away that you've found that works?
For prizes? Even just like a packet of Shakeology. I mean, just something small, because people just like winning. It doesn't really matter what it is. So you just tell them, a small prize. Small prize at the end. Okay, buddy. A small prize at the end of the week, and do a raffle, and so. And what I do, because some people don't want to post a picture and they'll just post, so tell them you get an extra raffle entry for a picture, so instead of just one, because then you're encouraging to do pictures, because the more they post, the more they see accountable. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Lauren, maybe go live in your group and just talk about talk about that no one sees it. It's a private group that you are encouraged to post about, or post what you're doing. It doesn't even always have to be about your workout. In our happiness project group we have a photo a day challenge, and they're all different. Each day is post about your health one day, post about love one day, best part of your day, so it doesn't always have to be about your workout. And I think that kind of helps, so it's not so monotonous.
Yeah. We do something totally different in our groups, and it works awesome. I have my challengers check in with 5 things a day, so they can post a sweaty selfie, but that's not what it's about. We do workout, yes or no, nutrition, scale of 1 to 5, PD, have all my challengers do PD, yes or no, and then they put Shakeology, yes or no, and water on a scale of 1 to 5. So everybody, and at the top of the cover photo of every group, it says rate your day, and it has everything. So every day they're posting, they have a purpose, and they know what they're posting in there for, and they're accountable for. That's been the best thing for us to get engagement, because people don't always like posting a picture of themselves in the group, but they're still being accountable and showing a rundown of everything.
Okay.
No, that's good. So Patty, you just have a picture where you do it, and then people will comment I had one on water. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the cover photo always says rate your day, and it has everything on there. In the week before the group, I go on there and explain how it works, and then we all every day you just see people with those 5 things checking in. And sometimes you see sweaty selfies and food and things like that, or people will share their PD, or but I'm always seeing those 5 things So it helps me to see where people are at. If they say their nutrition's a 2 and they don't say anything about it, usually I'll say why,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get to share on that kind of stuff too. So
Good. No.
That's good. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Another thing I've been trying to do, so I kind of not set rules, but kind of prior to adding the challengers to group, obviously, I'll ask them what kind of support do they need? If I see them fall off after 2 weeks, do they want me to send them a message and hype them back up? What do they need from me? Because some people can be wallflowers and still be doing every single workout and never post. And
Right.
so I kind of get that, and I'll write it down hey, this person, I can message them every week, or this person I can message them every other day. So it totally depends on their personality and how much support they need. So at least you kind of know if somebody's not posting, maybe a little bit why they're not posting, or try to do shout outs in your group. And I don't know, I feel like sometimes that helps.
Okay.
One thing, I'm new to this, but I've been a challenger for a year and a half before I did coaching. And I was up and down in the groups. I would post, and then I would just drop off the face of the earth. And one of the things for me was everyone was so happy and positive and perky and perfect, and everything was amazing and wonderful. And I'm like, what the crap? My life sucks. I don't want to pitch in because I had a really bad day and I don't want anything to do with their happiness right now. And so I remember one of the groups, I just straight up said, I had a really bad day. I had a really crappy, horrible day. But you know what? I worked out anyway because I knew that I needed to. And I'm so glad I did because I felt better. And this lady who didn't really post much, she was like, oh my gosh, thank you for saying that. Because I had a really bad day too, and I wasn't going to work out. But then I read your post and saw that everyone has bad days. So I worked out too. And I was like, okay, maybe we need to keep some vulnerability in the group too. It's not always about perfect, happy, look at my, perfect after workout sweaty selfie. No, I had kids jacking my weights and running away with them. And it was not a good workout. And I want to share the unperfect things too. And I think that helps people keep it real, is that vulnerability, that crappy day.
That's awesome. I think that's probably so true. And people will feel more comfortable the more you talk about things.
Yeah.
And you're right. So many times people will say oh, today wasn't my best day. I missed my workout. And I always comment it's okay. You can do it next time. Or maybe I need to be why? What's up? Why did you miss it? Are you okay? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe actually ask more about how their day actually went versus.
Yeah, it opens dialogue and relationship.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. But okay, so another thing, you guys have been getting your email a week before you get your Shakeology orders, right?
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
I just got mine.
Are you guys still following up with your challengers? When that email comes out, do you still follow up with them that first month to see if they want the discount with the coach account for the next month? Yeah. No.
I haven't had that yet, so.
So even though they're getting that email, that reminder, not every month, obviously, but that first month where they're going to get their second order of Shakeology, I'll message them, let them know that they're welcome to cancel it and that they are going to get their next shipment, blah, blah, blah. And, or if they are continuing, it'd be silly for them to pay full price when they can sign up with the coach account. And even if they're a discount, I always say you literally, it's just, you can use it as a discount. Don't just think of it as more of a preferred customer. So even though they're sending out those emails, don't want to discourage you guys from not doing that still, because I've had quite a few coaches, even though they're discount coaches. We all need discount coaches too to fill in the cracks.
Yeah.
So always follow up with them. I always say, check in with them obviously, but always follow up with them after that first 3 weeks. So.
Do you ever follow up with them after that? So I had a girl who I jumped right on it and gave her the link and she was going to do it and she didn't. And so she paid the full price. And so now I can't decide, like, should I offer it again? Because now she can't get her $40 back from having gotten a challenge pack.
Yeah, she can.
So
if you
after 30 days?
Nope. If you order a challenge pack at any time, if it was 2 years ago, you can still get that. They changed it. It used to be within like 30 days or like 90 days. So if they've ever ordered a challenge pack, as long as you can find their order number, then they'll always get that money back.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was only 30 days. So I should still keep offering that.
Oh, yeah. Just be like, girl, why are you paying full price?
Right.
So,
Nice.
I mean, yeah, just kind of make it like, what? Like, you're crazy. It's seriously, just be like, it's silly for you to be paying full price if you're going to stay on it. I always say you can still cancel at any time regardless. You're going to save at least $15. And for some people, that extra $15 is a big deal. So,
That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It used to, like, a year ago or a year ago, maybe it changed. It's been changed for a while. So, yeah, as long as you have access to whatever there's even been coaches that I've had that have bought challenge packs like 2 years ago when they were like with a totally random coach, and I'll get them to sign up under me, and I will just have them call in with their name and stuff, and they can write down the order number from 2 years ago and send me the information. I always fill it out for them because it takes me 2 seconds. And sometimes it's just confusing for people to do. So I just do it so that I'll always be like, I'll always say, let me know as soon as you sign up and I will get that form filled out so you can get that $39 back as soon as possible. Yeah. It's super easy. But, okay, guys. Any other questions before we jump off? How are you guys liking the training? Are the videos helpful?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. You guys don't forget to post your whatever you do to keep track. Even if you keep track on a notebook of names, post a picture of it so that you can get in for the drawings on Sundays. It doesn't have to be the Power Threes. It doesn't have to be Teamsy. Whatever your way of tracking is, post it. Okay?
Okay.
And tag your coach so they see it.
I keep forgetting to tag my coach.
You don't have to tag them and because I mean they should be kind of following up anyway, like going through the posts and kind of seeing who's doing it. But I would say on that Friday that we do the Friday checkup one to tag your coach. And if you guys have questions about anything little, because people always, be like, oh, well, this shows me where I need progress or need to work on, which that's the whole thing. You're not going to be 100% in every section. And that's fine. We all have strengths and things that we are better at. But at least it can show you what you need to work at. So I use Teamsy, but I still use a notebook too. So I do both. I love a notebook. So, okay. Are you guys good? Thanks for hopping on, you guys. I think next week will be more, is Patty like running stairs?
Sorry, I was driving. I just went upstairs. Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah, I think next week. I'm not sure what coach is posting them next week, but it's always going to be on Wednesdays.
I think Shay is posting.
Depending on their work schedule and stuff, it might be in the evening. It might be during the day. So whatever they decide to do will be the time. So keep an eye out. Okay.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah.
Thanks for getting on, y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Cozy.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, Abby.
Bye.